Once upon a time, in a quiet African village, where the sun rose warm and the rivers sang sweet songs, there lived a man named Benjamin. But everyone called him Mr. Benji. Mr. Benji was poor, so poor, his pockets were emptier than a dried-up well. While other men wore fine clothes and spoke big words, Mr. Benji had no fancy talk. He couldn't read, he couldn't write. He was the only man in the village who had never been to school, and for that, everyone looked down on him. Mr. Benji had a big family, 4 wives, each one more stubborn than the last, and 12 daughters, each as beautiful as moonlight on a clear night. But despite the laughter in his house, Mr. Benji was lonely. Villagers would mock him as he walked by. "Look at Mr. Benji," they'd whisper. "He doesn't even know his ABCs. What a foolish man." But Mr. Benji never replied. He just walked on, head low, heart heavy like a stone sinking in a river. What they didn't know was that Mr. Benji had a secret. He was a billionaire. Yes, the richest man in the entire village. But he kept it hidden, even from his wives and his daughters, because there was a reason, and his story was just beginning. When Mr. Benji turned 60, illness came. One morning he woke up and couldn't move. His hands felt like rocks, his legs stiff as dry branches. His body had betrayed him. His family panicked. They carried him from healer to healer, rubbing herbs, saying prayers, feeding him bitter roots, but nothing worked. As the weeks dragged on, Mr. Benji grew weaker, and slowly, so did his family's love. They began to complain. "What a mistake we made marrying this useless man," his wives whispered. Even his daughters lost respect. "You can't even read," they mocked. "How can you tell us what to do? Go to school first, then speak." Their words cut deeper than any illness. They stopped cooking for him. They didn't clean him. They left him in his own waste, lying there like a forgotten rag. Only a few kind neighbors showed mercy. Each day they brought him a small bowl of food and left quietly. His own daughters brought strange men home, laughing, dancing, playing loud music as their father lay nearby, helpless. Then, one bright afternoon, everything changed. His eldest daughter, proud and beautiful, walked in, with a tall, wealthy man by her side. His name was Nicholas. He was dressed in the finest clothes, with eyes as sharp as an eagle's. She thought she had brought home the perfect man. But the moment Nicholas saw Mr. Benji, he froze. Then, he dropped to his knees and bowed. His forehead touched the ground. "Baba," he said, "it is an honor to be in your presence." The daughters gasped. A rich man, bowing to their poor father. Nicholas stood up and looked around. "Do you not know who your father is?" he asked. "Baba Benji is my boss. He owns the largest gold mine in this entire region." Shock filled the room. "Our father," one daughter stammered. "But he's just a poor old man." Nicholas smiled softly. "He may look simple, but your father is wiser than any of us. Years ago, he left the mine in my hands and chose to live quietly, to protect you." He went on. "Your father didn't want greedy men chasing after his daughters, so he hid his fortune and his strength. But that wasn't all. He faked his illness," Nicholas said, "to see who would truly stand by him when he had nothing." Suddenly, the shame hit them. His daughters remembered every cruel word, every time they turned their backs. The villagers, too, were stunned. "The richest man among us lived like the poorest," they whispered. His wives wept with regret. But Mr. Benji said nothing. He had seen their hearts, and now he knew what to do. Instead of giving his riches to his family, he gave it to those who had helped him, the kind neighbors, the children who had visited him. He gave food, gifts, even gold, to every hand that had shown him kindness. And the village rejoiced. Then, one final time, Mr. Benji spoke. "My friends," he said softly, "though I pretended to be sick, it has become real. I have 6 months left." His daughters fell to their knees. "Father, please forgive us," they cried. "We didn't know. We were blind." Mr. Benji gave a sad smile. "My daughters, I still love you, but love is not enough. Trust must be earned, respect, must be freely given. In his final days, Mr. Benji stayed close to those who had loved him, not for his wealth, but for his soul. And when he passed, he was remembered not as a poor, illiterate man, but as a wise and generous father who taught his village a lesson they would never forget. Never judge a man by what he lacks, because kindness, humility, and loyalty are worth more than all the gold in the world. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful African tales. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that speaks to the soul.